Somebody's here. Hold on, I'm getting the chat popped up here. Let me mute this. Oh, wrong button. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the garage, and it is a Friday afternoon short impromptu. I'm down here spray painting some parts. So that being said, I thought I would jump on here, and literally this is my phone. How does this look? Do I look all right? Do I look sexy? Come on now. Salute. What is going on? We've got Eric, Jay, Hillary. Good to see you again, Hillary. Scuba, and Bill. So people are rolling in. We're already up to 12. Apparently people are bored on this Friday night. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the 5 o'clock hour. ABT, always be tuning. GoRopeGarage.com, tuning101.com. Come on, Theo. You know me better than that, brother. I do not do anything wrong. Now I feel like I need to moon the camera for some reason. Yeah, I feel you, Scuba. I've been... long story short, I pulled the third brake light out. That's why I got the roof down on the Cadillac. And in fact, I actually... Here, let's do this. Let me see if I can do... Boop, 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 boop. We'll just go what's going on. I am tinting the third brake light. And I'm using this this new DuPont Peel Coat lens tint. These things, surprisingly, are cheap. They're about 150 bucks for the third brake light for the Cadillacs, whereas the tail lights are $3,000. But I did throw a wax job on the Cadillac real quick. As you can see, I did get the top down. There's where the third brake light goes. Did get the top down so I could get the third brake light out, because you can't get access to the hardware unless you have the top down. Everything on top of that I got kind of sorted out. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's the Gladiator. There's the Superado and the work truck. Here's the F1A. Here's the new head unit. Tell me what you guys think of the old paint job that I threw on that. I used the gloss kind of chrome black stuff that you're supposed to paint over metal, but I put it on thick to make it black. And then I cleared off the Pro Charger decal. So that all being said, I am in the middle of finishing that part off. And I thought, why not? Go ahead. Throw up a live stream. There's the giant bottle of nitrous. And there we go. So that being said, what's everybody doing tonight on Friday? I've kind of worn myself out doing all this crap. Where'd you see a margarita blender? Is there? Oh, the Pro Charger. Ooh, smoking a pork shoulder. Where you at, Kev? I might come over. Sounds good. Actually, I've had a couple single cuts. Single cut, hit me up for a sponsorship. Jack ordered his MPV i2. Anxious to get dialed in some tuning. Welcome to the family, Jack. North Dakota is a little bit far away. There you go, there you go. Theo's cleaning up the Yukon. Bill just got home from work. I need to clean all this crap up back here. There's the meats for the Superado. Talk about some tire. And in fact, on top of it is the LED array for the third brake light on the Cadillac. I desoldered all that crap, and well, not all of it. I resoldered every connection. There was two banks that was kind of going out on it, and so I replaced one whole bank with LEDs. The other bank's still kind of acting up. As I said, nicely. Luckily, the third brake light on these things are only about 150 bucks, which is just completely opposite from everything else. Thank you, brother. What are you up to, brother? There's the dogs barking. Hopefully, yeah. Let me ask you guys this: should we live stream from the garage more often? This seems to actually work pretty nice. I've got my phone up here. I'm actually live streaming in my phone. It just means we're not getting any smoky burnouts. Sorry, Zeth. No smoky burnouts because I don't have the software running that I use in the office, but I kind of like this this atmosphere. And literally, I have my phone in my vise, so I can rotate things around, and we can kind of go this way. I can drag my chair over here. There we go. Yeah. Lights are a little bit bright. Here, let me see if I can kill the middle row. There we go. Glad to hear that the audio is not bad, being that it's all my phone on here. So, just welded some V-bands on my dad's headers. Nice. I'm anxious to see more videos on your dad's car, Zeth. I hope there's somebody out there enjoying a cold beer tonight. I got about 5 more minutes before I have to spray another coat on this tail light, and I think I'm going to call it done, maybe. After that, I got the issue with the Cadillac figured out, with it not shutting off after fixing the trunk issue. Thanks, Stefano. Welcome to the live stream, man. It's been a while since we've done an impromptu live stream. It's a little bit loose. We have fun, talk about tuning, talk about drinking beer. Hey, Samo, welcome to the live stream. What kind of system you got, Hillary? Yeah, I'll be anxious to follow up, man. Hey, D&Z, good to see you, brother. I know you were busy last night. Your phone was acting up, so you missed, well, you had to shoulder surf with Hillary, so. I know what kind of sound system. I'm asking what kind of sound system. I got to put the sound system for Mrs. Garage back in the Jeep. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of space for what we had running on that one, so might have to get her a smaller subwoofer. Samo, what is your platform? That's going to determine the ECU that you use as a beginner, really. The kind that makes night noise. Night noise? What do you think? How's the shine look back there? I hate waxing cars. I actually waxed a car today. Toyota Hilux. You know, Sam, I'm not experienced on the Toyota platform, so I do not know what the ECUs that they run on those are. That being said, hit up the forums for the Toyota Hilux community because it's such a strong community, and they will give you some insight as to what platform you should be on. Big noise, Hillary says. All right. There we go. It's, live chat. There. Got to figure out how to keep my chat going on here. You like this? That didn't work. Two DA buffers, man. You going to do it with both hands? Wax on, wax off? Two 12 MTX jackhammer 500 watt speakers. I mean, so you're going deaf. What does this button do? Oh, hey, I can change how I look. I can put bubbles in front of my face. Why do I like HP tuners? I like HP tuners because for our platform, being the GM platform that most of us use, it is the most flexible platform. Oh, okay. 5-inch, 3-inch, and a 2-inch. This is crazy. I've never done live streaming from my phone before, so I apologize for you guys having to deal with my jackassedness. I kind of like it. Okay, we'll go back to normal. Robert St. John, you are correct. 2 nights in a row. This has not happened in a long time. DMC says, I'm not stoned. Appreciate it, Todd Oakley. Thank you for subscribing. Glad to hear that your blower setup's going good. There's got to be a way that I can keep this chat up. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to operate my phone, apparently. I'll tell you what. I do have my laptop right over here. Let me do this. I'm coming back. I promise. To make life easier, where I can actually see the live chat. There we go. Okay. Got my laptop down here. I was going to stream off of my laptop, but for some reason it told me that the camera was being used by some other application. Samo says, how will tuners tune cars when all cars go to electric? Samo, good question. Tuners will tune cars because all cars are not going to go to electric. Ask me how I know why. Well, for one, the amount of economical or environmental damage it takes to get a small amount of things like lithium or cobalt, which is required for batteries nowadays, outweighs the amount of ecological damage it takes to get oil out of the ground and process it into things like gasoline. So even the byproducts that are required from gasoline for everything that you use in your life, like tennis shoes, clothing, everything that you use in your life at some point in time has some kind of petroleum product in it. So we still have to bring this stuff up. We still have to refine it. And so there's going to be gasoline around as long as we're still drawing out all of these other products. On top of it, though, if you were to look at the amount of damage it takes to actually create a battery pack nowadays for an electrical car, it is, I don't know, probably around 50 times more environmentally impactful than drilling for oil to get the product to make gasoline. And then on top of it, gasoline has so much more potential energy per pound compared to gasoline, compared to batteries, that its batteries are nowhere near efficient. So we're talking about maybe at the rapid rate of change that we looked at whenever computers kind of had the boom back in Silicon Valley, how everything was double or tripling multiple times a year. Batteries would have to do that for the next 15 to 20 years to get to the point where they might even consider phasing out gasoline cars. So right now, electric cars, they're great, don't get me wrong. Don't have any vitriol towards gas or electric cars, but they are not efficient, effective, or environmental friendly. In fact, you are probably doing more damage to the environment by buying an electric car right now than you are by buying a modern gasoline powered car. Robert St. John, you could probably shoot me a diesel platform car, but I'm not your guy, man. I'll be honest with you 100%. I've owned multiple diesel trucks. I did not get into tuning diesel trucks. And so the strategy's a lot different for diesel than gasoline. And so I'm not going to give you any kind of promises. Bill Saunders, they make 2.5 pound bottles for nitrous. So check them out. That's what all the motorcycle guys run. So if you are looking at doing something like a 30 shot, which would be plenty for the Goblin, that's a lot of horsepower for something that light. You can get quite a few sprays out of a 30 shot, even if you're running on a something like a cone track or something. DMC Bigfoot, I still can't get my AFRs leaner than 14.5 at cruise. Sorry, bro. Rudy, you haven't missed much, man. I was just talking about how battery cars are not the answer right now. Hey, Shahid. Which condition, open loop or closed loop, is getting for good for getting max torque and also backfiring? Well, those two things are divergent. You can't get backfiring and get max torque because backfiring is caused by retarding timing and over fueling the engine, and those two things do not produce max torque. So you either have to choose max torque or you have to choose shooting flames out your exhaust. Theo says it takes 100 years for our atmosphere to recover for every wind turbine that they build. That's interesting. I did not know that. I would not be surprised by that, honestly. There's a lot of natural resources that go into building a wind turbine, and they are not the most economically or environmental friendly device out there because you can't really dispose of them yet. They will figure out a way to get rid of those turbines, though. Hold on, I gotta spray another coat. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll rotate, see if I keep from knocking my beer over here. I don't know. There. So we're using rattle cans, baby. Ryan, my Gen 3 question, where should I go learn? Go to tuning101.com, Ryan. Look for the Gen 3 playlist. That's a good starting point. And then after that, go to the Tuning Basics playlist. More than enough information on those two playlists to get your Gen 3 dialed in. By the way, while I'm thinking about Zeth, go ahead and pimp your channel out there. Throw a link. Everybody check out Friends of the Garage. If you go to tuning101.com, on the right side of the page, there will be Friends of the Garage. Dirt Floor is one of them. Make sure if you have not subscribed to Dirt Floor already, go do it now. Okay. Had to put a wet coat on. And we'll rotate the vise. There it is. Everybody click that link in chat. Go hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Matt Landon, it is mid-60s. Still got the hoodie on, sleeves are up, but it's pretty nice. And obviously, I've got the garage door open because I've been spray painting all day. If you're a patron, you would have saw that. I've got a random nitrous bottle here. And I am working on a paint job on it. Stick around. Lot of fumes today. Okay, what did I miss? So, which tab needs headed to making rich fuel ratio for backfiring? What are you working on, Shadid? Zeth, 50 there is pretty good, bro. Yeah, take it when you can get it. Sierra Gen 4. Turn off DFCO, deceleration fuel cutoff. Turn off DFCO, and then in the lower RPMs, retard all the timing. And if anybody ever says that I told you how to do that, I will deny it fiercely. I do not do pops and backfires yet. Not since my RX-7 days. Whenever I had my twin turbo RX-7. A minion, Matt, I'm not doing a minion on my bottle. I've already got a design. Part of it's red because I'm doing a stencil over the red part, and then I'm going to paint the rest of it black. You'll just have to stick around. to see what the stencil is. I hinted at it over on my Patreon. There was a lot of good suggestions over there, and I'm not taking away from anybody that suggested something on the Patreon, but I'm going my own route. You'll just have to wait and see. Man, look at that sexy ass car behind me. You guys seeing that thing? Ooh. You gotta admit, that's a good looking car. Got about 10 minutes left. I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. I've got a fresh pizza upstairs and some wings to eat. And so I just thought, man, I'm sitting around in the garage waiting for paint to dry, literally waiting for paint to dry. Why not jump on and holler at all of y'all? DZ, I'm not sure what you're saying. 37 and S Owing. What up, Breezy? Well, Thursday night is the normal live show. This is what we call kind of the impromptu whenever I jump on out of nowhere. And, hey, super, thanks for signing up as a member. This is whenever I jump on out of nowhere while I'm doing crap. And, TJ, I'm not lonely. I'm just bored. I see that you've been busy, Breezy. What are you working on tonight, brother? I mean, if I'm streaming, I'm not drinking alone, right? Smarter than your average bear. 2013 Silverado Stage 3 Cam. I'm about to say, man, you got the 2103s already. Breezy's a decade in the future. Or, yeah, Matt, you're correct. The nice thing about having the top down is that the purge is right there, and so it shoots all of the nitrous right in my face whenever I purge it. That sulfur dioxide is not too bad for you. It just makes you sick. TJ, quit driving and texting. I love you. You don't need to show up. Shahid, I would normally say, yeah, you could do an email too, but not for a Hilux. I'll be honest with you. Just not what I'm going to be working on, brother. Let's just say, Theo, the other day, I was testing out the purge button a lot. Always, Ryan. Doing an LQ, I can't even talk. May have had one too many beers. Doing an LQ4 with a 75-78 Gen 2 billet from VS. Awesome, brother. Keep us posted with how it's going. If you guys are down in the Texas area, make sure and check out Breezy's tuning. Breezy, you got a link to a website or something, or to your YouTube that you want to throw out there? More than welcome to throw it up. I'll approve it whenever it comes through. Outlaw says you should make a video on how to tune a massive cam on a Gen 5. Whew, massive cams on Gen 5s are tough. What do you mean by you're having trouble with the idling? I mean, you're saying, Outlaw, that you've got a massive cam, and so massive cam and trouble with the idling are kind of the same thing. Like, if you get a big-ass cam and you expect that thing to idle, you got the wrong cam. Is it completely dying out on you? because I've tuned some very ridiculous cams. There you go. Thank you, Zeth, for throwing Breezy's channel out there. I've tuned some very big ass cams on Gen 5s, and the best that you could probably do is get it to the point where it hunts, steadies, hunts, steadies. Hey man, the coronavirus, yeah, stopped everything. That's all I gotta say, TJ. I had plans to show up there at the end of the month. I can't. You know how to tune your own stuff anyways, TJ. You've been here for a year now. That also reminds me, check out Breezy, check out me, and check out Zeth, Dirt Floor Fab on Instagram. If any of you guys have Instagram and you're not following us, load it up. Breezy's a little bit more active on Instagram than I am. I try to be more active on Instagram, but I'm not good at that. Why? Come on, TJ, you know why. Yeah, I feel your pain, Dirt Floor. Honestly, I do. There it is, right there. There's that F1A. Honestly, that thing, hold on a second. I did not realize this. Look how big the race valve is. This is my beer. Okay, I'm putting the race valve on my beer. This is ridiculous. That thing is huge. I'm 6 foot, Theo. I got a lot of family out in DFW, Breezy. That's my old stomping grounds. Where are you at? I know you're down south somewhere. Luke, yeah, if you want to sign up for the $15 tier, we will dive into it. And if anything, man, you'll teach me something. I'll be honest with you. Jesus, Theo, what do you drive? Miata? 6'6"? You gotta be in a Miata, right? Yeah, I would love to share some stuff, Luke. If you're willing to throw that out there, I like looking at some of those oddball platforms and diving into them and sharing the information out there. You were right, Super Slow. Very, very fancy piece of equipment. For how much they charge for this thing, it is nice. It is a nice piece of hardware, but it is giant. As I said, my beer almost fits inside of it. This is not a small beer by any means. I'm going to have to reroute my piping. There's all my piping right there for the Super Auto. I'm going to have to reroute some of my piping because I had a tile on there. And where the tile was, I'm pretty sure that big SOB is not going to fit. Sure thing, Luke. Dude, these are not small beers. I'm not drinking 8-ounces by any means. What's Harlingen next to? Like, what's the nearest big town down there, Breezy? Not quite a tall boy. This is a medium boy. Kind of like me. Just a medium boy. Oh, okay, Brownsville. Yep, I know Brownsville. I've been down to that area. Kings Ranch, all that area, way back in the day. Yeah, way down south. Tell you what, before we wrap this up, let's go out. Straight for whiskey. Let's go out. Fire the old Super Auto up. Just warm it up because I'm going to have to pull it into the garage tomorrow. We can see how she's doing. She's dirty. Don't judge me. In case you haven't seen, we'll go ahead and... There's the fuel cell that we got. There's my dogs barking up there. Our fuel cell. We got the street tires on right now. But there's our 4-link suspension. QA1 double adjustable dampeners. Dampeners. Listen to me. I sound like a new dampers. Coilovers. She run a little rough. She needs some tuning. Yep, you hear that? Run a little rough. Needs some tuning.
Is connected by OnStar to limited services.
By the way, this vehicle is connected by OnStar. Fuel says it's low, and that is because with the fuel cell, you have to convert it over into the GM thing. And so if you leave that thing hooked up, it kills your battery. And without it hooked up, it takes time for your fuel to catch up. It's 116 without the springs. You gotta remember to pay for the springs. Oh, what's this? What's this? Perfection! Oh, perfection! There it goes. There it goes. Yeah, I know, DMC. Be careful, TJ. So, replace that. Replace that. Replace that. Replace that. Replace that. Everything in this truck was basically work truck trim. A lot of work in this truck as far as getting all this stuff to work. Way back in the day. That's why they called me the master of retrofit. I literally have, well, it's not dual zone. This side does not work, but this side does have automatic climate control. There you go, just kick the AC on if you couldn't hear it. Did the center console conversion. This was the big one, the dash conversion, which allowed me to make all of the steering wheel controls work. Steering wheel controls on these trucks do not work unless you have the colored DIC or one of the black and white DICs that has the controls, which started happening in like 2017. I know your Yukon's got dual zones, smart ass. There is no single cab truck out there that has automatic climate control in it. No retirement plan. I did not use SPS for that. This was Jason White. He did the gauge cluster, and then I did the steering wheel control stuff. And then surprisingly, if you get the automatic climate control, it will work. It throws a DTC, not a DTC, but like an error code on the CAN bus because the module is different. And so you have to install the sensors. You have to install the automatic climate control dashboard sensor on there. You have to install all the sensors, but you don't have the dual zone blend for the passenger side. So as long as you leave the passenger side on sync, it will work properly. So if you dial it all the way down, it'll kick the air conditioner up. Same ordeal, all of that works. Oh, and then the factory heated seats, which is one of the main mods that I've known for, is making these buttons work. So the AC buttons don't work because I mean, it works, but it doesn't do anything. But these buttons are on a LIN bus, so it means each of these buttons have a their own little processor in them. And so whenever to even turn these things on, you have to send a poll command from a device to activate them, or else they just stay blacked out. Then once they're activated, if you hit a button, it actually sends a command back to another device. I'm using a Canny Logic, just like I am on Project Country Club in there, to make all of this work. So the heated seats do work, and both, you can do just the back or you can do the full seat. Both of those work properly. No AC though. I've never got around to buying the leather perforated seats to try that stuff out. Oh, and the heated steering wheel also works. So that was pretty easy though. So that's kind of the rundown of the interior of Project Country Club. And this is going to be the important one here. We're probably going to have to replace this gauge right here because 15 is probably not going to be high enough. I'm just saying. Perfect lambda. Woo! Okay, let's flip around here. There we go. Yeah. Boop. So I'm sure you guys said a lot of things. I probably missed all of it. Let me hang my stuff back up. As I do that, we'll focus in on my sponsor's banner there. Oh, crap. A little bit crooked. Okay. I got one more round of spray paint, so I'm going to do that real quick. Come back, see if there's any questions. Then we're going to wrap up for the night. So if you have a tuning question, now is the time to get it in. But I appreciate all 47 of you, 47 people. That still blows my mind. We are literally at the year point of the garage really being active on YouTube. And it blows my mind that we still have just randomly almost 50 people show up, join the conversation, share the information. You guys are the greatest. I just can't stress it enough. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I have the greatest participations from people out there. I've learned way more than you guys have. I promise you that. We're doing a wet coat. No drips, no runs, no drips, no runs. Okay, there we go. Woo! You guys smell that? That smells good. I love that smell. Yeah, Mr. Black. Bought a Gladiator a couple weeks ago. Got rid of our Sahara. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Really loved. I've had 3 JKs. Loved all of my JKs. I had a 2-door and then 2 Saharas. We bought a Gladiator Rubicon. Love it. Thing drives completely different from the Jeeps. I mean, granted, it's a completely different chassis or a different frame. It makes a big difference. So. Matt Landon, you do not need the Canny 7 for the steering wheel wiring. That being said, you're going to need it for anything that's on the CAN bus or the LIN bus. The steering wheel wiring is class 2, I want to say, to the dash. What's up, 92? Just about to shut this down, but glad you jumped in here. That's all right, brother. That's all right. It's a good crowd. You know, if you've been there, you know, probably would have set a record, but, you know, it's kind of your fault. Just saying. It's kind of your fault. 92 LSC kid had been there. Probably would have broke 200. I hate to break it to you, Shahid. I am not ever going to do a video on that. Just I don't believe in necessarily sorry. I don't necessarily believe in tuning for pops and bangs. There is information out there. Just make it run rich. That's all I'll tell you. You can figure it out. Okay, let's wrap it up. Listen, everybody, thank you for actually stopping by the garage. Appreciate everybody's support, all the subscriptions, everybody that hits up the comments, all the likes out there, all the patrons. Couldn't do it without you guys. Hope you guys have a happy, healthy, safe weekend. ABT, always be tuning, and we'll see you soon. How do I turn this off? Stop. I don't know how to stop it. Maybe we're just going to tune forever.